Hello, everybody. My name is Hur Hasnain, and I'm an evaluator. I'm a board member at the International Evaluation Academy and founder at the Pakistan Evaluation Association. At the moment, I'm working for European Commission's DG for International Partnerships internal support service called the Evaluation Support Service. Promoting and strengthening the culture of evaluation at INPA and the EU delegations around the world. Today, I'm going to introduce you to an initiative we launched in 2020 at the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic called the Evaluation Crisis. As I said, it was launched as a result of the pandemic. The Eval Crisis presents a rich collection of resources to guide evaluators and evaluation commissioners through the challenges of evaluation in times of the global crisis. You will find the web link to the homepage of Eval Crisis together with this video, or if you can't, you can simply search it online as Eval Crisis or Evaluation in Crisis, and you will see the resources that we have gathered as a result of this. The key theme was, as the title says, was to provide sufficient and reliable resources to the evaluation community throughout the world to continue commissioning and carrying out evaluations, actually even more in the crisis situations, but as long as it is ethical and safe to do it without putting somebody's life in danger, be them the respondents to the evaluation or the gatherers of data like enumerators or evaluators themselves. So for this reason, a lot of questions that we faced personally through like our colleagues in evaluation, and also like through our work, which is like advisory support to people commissioning or managing evaluations, was whether to do the evaluation or whether to stop it, because the world has stopped. This initiative was kind of also to answer that question, like no matter what, we should continue doing evaluations. And actually, when a crisis hit, when the situation is not normal, it's even more important to have reliable evidence for decision making to move forward, because wrong decision may mean more harm and more danger. But again, as I said earlier, it has to be ethical, it has to be safe, and no accountability or learning measure should supersede the safety and security of people. So anyways, for this reason, the Eval Crisis launched in 2020. It has like three main areas. One is we gathered a lot of resources from different evaluation offices, the academia, and from the professional evaluators writing and debating on evaluations here and there. So we created a bibliography of resources from around the world. And we invited different offices and different evaluators to contribute to it. It is again available. If you follow the link, you will see how much of the resources we gathered, and it was mainly about how different evaluators are actually dealing with the situation. So it's like not only from us, but from around the world, so that like a crowdsourcing of what is happening, because the pandemic was global, the situation was global. What we did was we also invited some of the experts to write blog posts for us So we have I think it's 10 blog posts that are available online, and the topics we addressed were about whether remote evaluation is possible, how to do evaluations remotely, what could be the risks of doing evaluations remotely. And this is because it is indeed very fancy to go on and say, oh, this is a very interesting tool for evaluation where you can use to do evaluation remotely. It's online, it's technical, blah blah blah. But then we need to also think about the risks it can pose, because the risks could be new as well. So that was one of the topic. We discussed about the geospatial ways of doing evaluations with some case studies, with some examples from Syria, Yemen, Sierra Leone, and etc. And we also talked about the importance of engaging people, dissemination, closing the evaluation feedback loop. And then the third area of Eval Crisis where it contributed was a podcast series. So this was actually new and very interesting initiative. So what we did was we invited different speakers and produced 22 podcasts. They're short, between 15 to 20, 25 minutes podcasts. They're also available on our homepage, but also on SoundCloud. So if you're a fan of SoundCloud, if you use it, you can just directly go there. But then it's also available on our website, and the link will be shared with this video. So 22 podcasts in which we invited evaluators from around the world, very senior evaluators, people representing different evaluation offices, people in the academia, people who are in the VOPES, the Voluntary Organization for Professionalization and Evaluation, and the associations like IDEAS and IOCE, Eval Partners, that are promoting evaluation around the world, and also experts and senior officers from different offices, including from the EC INPA. And towards the end of, in December 2021, and the beginning of this year, we launched a lessons learned exercise from this initiative. So we launched a lessons learned papers in which we gathered all the lessons into 6 different themes. The lesson that came out of all the discussions and all the blogs, the podcasts, the bibliography, and they were around the fluidity of context, how the context changes, how to operate in such changing context, ethics in evaluation, adaptivity in evaluations, local evaluation skills, which is important in situations like this where where international experts cannot move around, so, or even national in bigger countries. And then different methods and tools, remote techniques, and that's it, 6 themes. And based on this, we launched a lunchtime conference on 24th of January. Not because that's my birthday, but that was the day that was convenient for many. So I'll also share with you the link to that conference. The recording is available online. So have a look and listen to the recording, read the resources. And if you feel like there is a comment or question you have, please feel free to reach out. With this, I thank you very much, and take care of yourself and enjoy the amazing journey you are in with the evaluation. Take care. Bye-bye.